Well, hello there, folks. My name is Mark Mars. I love helping trainers, presenters, workshop facilitators really take their results to the next level. Today's video is going to be a little bit about a rudimentary topic, but a topic that you'll be able to really take to an advanced level if you want to. You see, traditional training and traditional presenting is often delivered via the PowerPoint slides, the PowerPoint show. You know, it's all about click, 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 right? But in today's video, I want to specifically talk to you about how you can really optimize your use of flip charts and butcher's paper. Now, if you are already presenting and you're already running workshops, highly likely you might already be using butcher's paper. If you are, fantastic. If you're not, you may want to head yourself off to your local stationery store and get yourself a flip chart, right? Now, the thing is, when we are presenting and training, PowerPoint is okay to a degree, but a flip chart actually gives you so much more opportunity to actually engage your audience than PowerPoint actually does, right? You see, there are things that you can do on a flip chart that you can't do on a PowerPoint. And let me go through some of those things, right? Now, at the end of the day, though, we really want to step back and let's just have a very honest conversation about what is training. And I would postulate the job of a trainer or the art of training is to really influence an individual or an audience to get them to think differently and go out and do differently. I'll say it again. Influence an audience, an individual or a group, to think differently and go out and do differently, right? Now, if we also think about the fact that engagement, the science of engagement, really comes back to a couple of fundamentals, which is, if we want to engage an audience, all we need to do is really think about providing relevant information that solves the problem, doing it in an unpredictable manner, with a lot of variety coming all the way through our delivery, so that at no point can they predict what's going to happen next. There's so much variety going on, and that variety is changing every 8 to 13 minutes to capture and hold people's attention. The next thing is that there is an undertone and a layer of suspense around it, so people never know what's coming next and how it's coming. And ultimately, there is moments of absorption of the information, utilization of the information, and people are engaged not because of the what, but because of the how. Not because of the what, but because of the how. And it doesn't matter what the topic is. If you are providing relevant information that solves the problem, you're changing up how you're delivering it, and you're creating regular change so often that people are always on the edge of their seat, wondering, how's it going to come next? And last of all, there is that sense of suspense as you deliver it. Then it's a completely different dynamic. And if we consider that as the fundamentals of engagement, we start to see the flaws, or I guess the areas of PowerPoint that can let us down. And then we can start to see how flip charts can really open things up for us, right? So flip charts. A couple of things about them, right? So the first thing you can do is on a flip chart, you can actually write blanks on a flip chart. So you've got maybe a principal model or something, right? So you can write up half the model and leave the rest of the model blank, right? Or you can put in a couple of words on the flip chart and then you can leave off the last word. Or you can just put the first letter of the last word. And you're immediately putting people in a sense of curiosity and wonder as they're looking at the flip chart, wondering, what are you going to talk about? What's coming at us, right? Next thing you can do is what's called strategic reveals. So you could have something already pre-written up, pre-drawn. You could build up to it, and then you flip over the page and people are going, wow, that's so cool. The other part about a flip chart is you can actually be drawing concepts up and people are naturally drawn in through curiosity and wonder. What are you going to be drawing? Where's this going? And whenever you're drawing something, people are naturally drawn in. Next thing, colors. Now, colors are really, really fascinating because when you get into colors, you can also start to think about what colors could I use to influence the thoughts of my audience, right? So if a concept is positive, you're probably going to write that in blue or green. If it's a negative concept, maybe you're going to write it in red. Maybe you're going to underline key things in red. Maybe you're going to write fun things in another color. Maybe very serious things in black, right? So when you're writing up on a flip chart, the colors that you actually use are actually important as well. Now, the next thing is, as we all know with training and presenting and influence, it takes a number of exposures for somebody to actually hear something, believe something, and go out and use something. So it would make sense that if we can impregnate the unconscious mind of our audience as long as possible, as deeply as possible, that's a good thing, right? So with a flip chart, you can actually take the pages, and if you're delivering a 1-hour workshop, 2-day workshop, 5-day workshop, you can actually put those flip charts around the room. And every day when learners come in, they can be looking at the flip charts, whether they're just sitting in their seats or throughout the day strategically. You have a moment of, everyone, let's stand up and let's review what we covered yesterday, and people can be looking at the flip charts. Simply another moment, another opportunity for them to see the concepts, discuss the concepts, and really embody the ideas. And even on another layer, maybe they could look at the flip chart and teach the concept to their partner. What a crazy idea. Now, you may be wondering, how do we take all of this good stuff with a flip chart into the online space? How do we do that? Well, in the online space, it's not hard. All you want to do is, instead of PowerPoint, you can actually use a Word document. A blank Word document is pretty cool. And all you need to do is, before you reveal something, just pause the screen. Pause it. So, talk about the thing, have the thing pre-done, pause it, and then reveal it, and you're good to go. It's pretty much exactly the same as a flip chart. Or, when you're doing your Word document, have blanks on that Word document. Colors. You can actually use the colors again, right? So, even if you're doing face-to-face or online, you've got the opportunity to tap into this formula for suspense, this formula for engagement, and making things really come alive with your dynamic delivery. On that note, folks, this video was about how you can really optimize your delivery just simply using flip charts in a very dynamic and fun and engaging way. On that note, folks, hope you got some value from the video. If you did, like, comment, share. Let's get the message out there and slowly, if appropriate, move away from your old death by PowerPoint. My name is Mark Miles, loving helping you raise your game to the next level in regards to long-term influence and helping your learners learn even faster and even better. Thanks for watching, team. See you in the next one.